There is a very specific, quiet dread that comes with a ringing phone in the dead of night. It's 2:17 a.m. You don't recognize the number on the glowing screen, but something instinctual compels you to answer it anyway. You pick it up, expecting a wrong number or a telemarketer. Instead, the voice breathing heavily into your ear is undeniably your own, and it's begging you in absolute terror not to hang up. This diagram illustrates a phenomenon known as a temporal rift, a localized tear in the normal, forward-moving flow of time. The voice on the phone makes an impossible claim. They are you, calling backward through this rift from exactly 2 minutes in the future. Your future self is screaming about a hunter. You're being told how to survive the next 2 minutes by the only person who knows what's coming: you. Here is the structural trap of the ordeal. Following these future instructions does not help you evade the impending attack. By acting on the warnings, you are actually taking the exact physical steps necessary to initiate the confrontation. This creates a closed temporal loop. A closed temporal loop is a paradox where a sequence of events feeds into itself endlessly, with cause and effect becoming indistinguishable. The desperate attempt to rewrite your fate is the precise mechanism that guarantees it happens. You are trapped in the game before you even realize you are playing. The first minute of the timeline sets the hook. The voice on the phone tells you that in exactly 60 seconds, you will hear a knock at your bedroom door. Right on cue, a heavy, deliberate thud echoes through the room. Panic sets in. The voice commands you to lock the bedroom door immediately, urging you to secure the physical barrier between yourself and whatever is standing out in the hallway. You rush over and turn the deadbolt. The schematic outlines the result. A single dot represents you. The deadbolt clicks, sealing the perimeter, isolating you. The entity is already inside. It bypassed the door entirely, placing itself directly behind you while your focus remains on the hallway. From the hallway side of the locked door, a soft, calm voice asks you to open it. It sounds exactly like you. This triggers extreme cognitive dissonance, a state of severe mental stress caused by holding two contradictory realities at once. You are holding a phone with your panicked voice, while your calm voice speaks through the wood. The physical space is irrelevant. The entity weaponizes your own basic survival instincts, like locking a door against an outside threat, to corner you. The temporal loop operates as a psychological trap, manipulating your fear to guide you precisely into the darkest corner of the room. You turn around. A tall, completely featureless silhouette steps slowly into the dim light of your bedroom. The avoidance tactics have failed, forcing a direct, paralyzing physical confrontation with the intruder. This organism operates on a predatory cycle. The entity hunts for a place in reality. It targets your timeline to hollow out your life and occupy your existence. The phone pressed to your ear suddenly erupts in harsh static. The connection glitches and fractures. This audio decay signals that the timeline synchronization is almost complete, and the 2-minute gap between you and the entity is rapidly closing to zero. The silhouette tilts its head and finally speaks. In a flawlessly controlled iteration of your own voice, it delivers the final blow. You're me now. The temporal displacement immediately takes a physical toll. Your peripheral vision begins to blur into darkness. Your limbs feel like lead as your motor control slips away. Murder was never the objective. The entity requires a seamless, perfect assimilation to survive. By the very time your phone hits the floor, the intruder has successfully integrated itself directly into the physical world, discarding your original consciousness to make room for itself. Your consciousness remains. The force of the entity's entry into the present shunted your mind backward through the open temporal rift. This diagram visualizes the resulting geometry of the timelines. The top line is the entity continuing your life forward. The bottom line is your displaced consciousness, forced backward in a tight circle. You are now the disembodied voice trapped on the other end of the initial phone call. Inside the rift, the concept of choice disappears. You are a mechanical gear turning inside a much larger engine. You are now eternally condemned to dial your own number at exactly 2:17 a.m. You must deliver the exact same desperate warnings, crying out into the receiver, unable to alter a single syllable of the script. You have to listen in real time as the past version of yourself makes the exact same fatal mistakes. You hear yourself panic. You hear the door lock. You are powerless to stop it, the cycle you are actively creating. The 2-minute echo functions as a flawless, inescapable predatory machine. It sustains itself by feeding on your temporal momentum, ending the nightmare in the exact millisecond it begins, with a phone ringing in the dark and a shaking voice pleading, "Don't hang up."